Hello, friends, and welcome to the Bob and Barry Preview Show on a Monday afternoon, August 23rd, 2021. So glad to see everyone out there today. Hope everyone's having a great day. I know things have been good for us over here on our end. Say hello to my co host, Santa Barry Cummins.
Hey everyone, hope y'all doing good. My day started out fairly well, although I looked like I flew that sleigh into that side of the mountain at about 600 knots, and I probably couldn't even got a job as an extra on How the Grinch Stole Christmas. But hey, we're here. We got it together. Glad to see everyone. Hi, Scott. Good to see you, buddy.
Happy belated birthday, Scott Parker. Again, if I had known, we would have sung happy birthday to you at the Eat Meat Saturday, but Facebook didn't tell me early enough, so I'm sorry.
Got you, got you some bright lights there twinkling behind you there, Bob.
Yeah, that's we after our eating meat Saturday, Texas State Santa's eating meat, saying welcome to Scott Parker. He came back to town for a little over a week or right at a week, and he's been living in Illinois, so it was good to have him back down here with close family and friends and brothers and sisters. But we went down to the Decorators Warehouse. That is in Arlington, Texas, just down the street from where we had our eat meat. And I think there was less than a dozen of us actually went down to the store. But I got to tell you, man, I've been to a lot of Christmas stores. That one probably tops them all. It is a humongous place, Texas' largest, and they have got anything and everything. It's upscale to affordable stuff, but they got a wide variety of stuff to choose from. So anyway, long story short, we picked up the lights on the Christmas tree, picked up new greenery. We're up here with new lights. These lights are pretty amazing. You can take and wad them up, throw them up in the air, let them hit the floor, and pick them up, and they will not tangle. They're tangle free, and they are 7 function, I believe, and they have 50,000 hours guaranteed. And the most amazing part about it is you can step on them, stomp on them, do what you want to, and they will not break. The other amazing thing is if you lose a bulb on a mini strand, the whole strand goes out, or if it's divided into 2 strands, half the strand goes out. But this particular set, only that one light goes out. So it's easy to find, easy to fix.
That's amazing. That's great. Hey, let's tell everybody about our upcoming guest tomorrow night. We're going to have John Shuey with us with the Santa America Foundation. He's going to tell us all about Santa America and give us a little bit of his background. So we're looking forward to that. You want to tell some upcoming guests there, Bob?
Yeah, let's go back into John just a little bit more for those of you who don't know about Santa America, which I can't imagine anyone doesn't. But they work with terminally ill, hospice, and needy children. It's quite the program. They were really the first. They were the groundbreakers when it comes to that type of program. And John has been with them since, I believe, the second year after it was founded. And he's got a lot of good stories to share and a lot of good stuff to share with us about Santa America. Okay, so then we go to August 31st. We'll have Mitchell Allen, world famous Mitch of Hire Santa. And he will be on to talk about Hire Santa, talk about maybe tell us a little bit more about any updates that might have come along on some of his visits that he's had across the country. He's been getting out a lot lately and doing personal appearances at a lot of the Santa gatherings, Santa Mrs. Claus gatherings. So I'm sure he's got some stories to tell us there. The following week, step back just a second, Saturday at our eat and meet, Becky Gilstrap came. She's living in the Metroplex also. So she made our eat meet, and she begged me to come back on the show again, said that they have some exciting news. They picked up a fantastic new location across the country that she wants to share with everyone and try to pick up some Santas for those locations. I can tell you that it will be a Cherry Hill program set, and these box stores are across the country, so there'll be lots of opportunity for anyone looking for placement for this year. The week after that will be September 14th. We'll have Greg Wood. He is New Creation Leathercraft. I'm pretty sure most everyone knows about Greg, but if you don't, he does leather pouches, nice and naughty books if you want a naughty book. Most people are going with just the nice books nowadays. Belts, unbelievable the belts that he can make, the tooling he has, and probably one of the best leather craftsmen out there anywhere. The week after that, September 21st, we'll have Randall Santa Checker Lee, who is a regular viewer here on our show, and he is a fantastic Santa and a magician for years, and he has a lot to share with us. And the week after that, we got Greg Switch, which is Santa Virtual Visits. He's the one who has designed the programs of the elf in the window behind him working in the workshop, and has some fantastic information to share about green screen and virtual visits. He's also a vendor, so he'll have goods to share with us there. As of right now, October 5th is open. We're looking for one last guest to fill that. I have contacted someone, just haven't got the confirmation back yet, so I can't step out and say yay or nay there. The next week, October 19th, we'll have Joel LeGrone. He is a Santa here in North Texas. He works with Darla Bicknell, Mrs. Claus Dallas, and they do all of the Dallas Cowboy events. The Red Cattle event that they have for the Salvation Army on Thanksgiving Day, and does all their private parties and the Jones family Christmases at their house with Darla. The following week is really going to be cool because we are going to, on October 19th, have a Halloween costume show. And we're asking all of our guests and those who have watched the show throughout the last 5 plus months, put on your best costume. We're going to bring you on to the show. You'll have to submit ahead of time so that we can send you the link to the green room to be into the studio. And we're going to have as many as we can on. We recently upgraded our platform, StreamYard, to a paid account through sponsorship. And again, we want to thank that gentleman immensely for stepping out and sponsoring us on that. But that will allow us to have up to 10 folks in the studio at one time. So me and Barry and 8 others. And that will be pretty cool. The best costume. And we'll have to find an independent panelist of some sort. But the best costume will win a prize. And I'm yet to guarantee that prize, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, don't dress as Santa. Come as something different than Santa.
Oh yeah, no, we don't want to come as Santa. We can all do that. We want to step out there and see what you can do with the white beard and the hair, and turn into something else ghoulish. Okay, and then the last show of the year, which will be October 26th, that's the last Tuesday in October, will be our send-off Merry Christmas season ending show. And again, there, what we're going to do is bring in all of our past guests that are available and have them come in for a few moments into the studio with us, chit-chat, give us an update, and, of course, wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a happy season. And that will be our last show of the season because November, December, we're all busy working. No way we could put on a show and cover the hours that we're going to be covering. So our first show of the year for the new year will be the second Tuesday in January, which will be January 11th. And looking forward to that show. We haven't actually started working on it yet, but we hope to have even better programming for you next year. We've been really happy with how we have advanced and where we went this year, but we're always looking to make it better and stepping up.
Absolutely, and we had Kat Eisenhausen scheduled for you to do some ASL, but she's not feeling well, so you keep her in your prayers if you would, please.
Please do. She's had to step back, and it was supposed to be in week after next, and there's just no way she said she was going to be up to it. So we wish her all the luck and pray that she gets better. Maybe we can have her on the first of the year next year.
Say hello to all these we got watching. We got Randall Santa Checker Lee, Mark Walker, Thomas Talbert, Mick Lowry, Michael LeGros, and we know Scott Parker's watching. Good to see y'all today. Derek Dugan, we saw him pop up. Hope y'all all doing real well today.
Yes, I just got through speaking of Randall and of Joel, so hopefully they caught the good things I was trying to say about them. And it's good to see you, Derek. Hope everything's going good with you, brother. Love the landscaping you done this weekend. Keep up the good work. You guys have got such a fantastic looking house and yard there, and it's good to have you on with us.
Yeah, we're gonna have to travel our bellies over there to Georgia one weekend and try some of Derek's cooking out.
Oh yeah, boys, that stuff that he cooks makes my mouth salivate every time. And yes, I agree with you, Derek. Greg is spectacular. He has really stepped out front as one of the top leaders in the blue screen, green screen technology, and the virtual backgrounds. And we are really excited to have him. But we're excited to have all our guests on, past and present. And so looking forward to that. Scott says he has to fly home tomorrow morning. We'll hope you have a safe flight and not a whole lot of turbulence. Nothing worse than to get up there at about 20,000 feet, and Barry can attest to this, and start bouncing around like a roller coaster.
Oh, yeah.
Derek, yes, hey, that's what the Mrs. Clauses are good at, or the wives. They crack that whip. I agree with you there.
Good to see you, Glenn Hill, and the Lounge Down Under down there.
Hope storms aren't too bad there for you today. I know the deep south, and I'm sure Derek probably got quite a bit of rain, but the deep south's been getting hit hard with the tropical storms here the last couple of weeks. And then, of course, the Martha's Vineyard and up in the New York State area got hit real hard yesterday with the Henri. Felt like Henry. Every time I see it, I want to say Henry, but they're pronouncing it Henri. Storm that hit up there yesterday, and it's kind of been lingering this morning. Lots of flooding, and pray for those folks.
Yeah, especially those up there in Tennessee also that had the terrible flooding and mudslides. Are still people missing them. It's just
Tennessee got a big hit. Some of the pictures I saw there, it's total devastation. Couldn't have been any worse if a tornado had went through.
Yeah, water's powerful, very powerful.
Yes, it is. Sure is. And I back to the decorator's warehouse. I took some footage. Actually, my wife took the footage. I won't take credit for that. She did the footage, but did a fantastic job of getting some video. And I'm going to work tonight getting that into the video editing program and get it put together with and back it up with some music. And we're going to try to share that with everyone tomorrow night. Again, if you have not been to Decorators Warehouse, you can always go to their Facebook page and or their website and order things. They will ship. And I got to tell you guys, they had stuff there that I've never seen at any of the other Christmas stores. Fantastic. It's more of a professional level. But again, they also have low-end stuff for the budget shoppers. But they have a lot of high-end stuff that some of the nicest trees I've ever seen anywhere.
Yeah, I saw that elf tree you was behind. I saw one of those over there at the Incredible Christmas place. It's really nice.
Yep, and I must say, I have never been anywhere with better customer service than Decorator Warehouse. Everybody, and they have people stationed. I mean, you can stand in one spot and make a circle and see 7 or 8 employees, name badges on, and they're there to help you, and they're willing to help you, and they're so nice and personable. And I was really impressed with that store. Can't wait to go back. I know my bank account is going to suffer every time I go, but you love Christmas like most of us do. I say all of us, really. We wouldn't be in this industry if we didn't. But it's definitely a place that you go broke at really quick.
Yeah, we have a really nice store that I'm saying at in our area in Sheffield, Alabama, called David Christopher's, and they always, go big on Christmas and decorate it up. And they've expanded, so I'm looking forward to going in there and seeing what all they extra they have this year. So they really go out of their way to make it special. And like I tell everybody, you don't have to go all the way to Gatlinburg to have a Christmas store. We have one right here in our own backyard. So that's nice.
I don't know how many actually saw some of the photos that I posted from, or any of the photos, not only me, others were posting from our Eat Meat, the Texas State Santa Eat Meat last weekend. If you haven't, you might run over to my page or Scott Parker's page and take a gander. Scott Parker has been working with a company to develop a new Santa belt buckle, and right at this point, it's in the developmental stage of going into a limited edition, and we'd kind of like to get some feedback on it before we take the next step. But Scott is talking about maybe 25, I believe, that would be available. They would each be numbered, so you would have 1 through 25. These will be a collector item. They're a little pricey. They're not as bad as the Santa Richard Awesome buckles were in the beginning, but the quality of this buckle is I would say unmatched, really. I mean, the detail that they put into this buckle is amazing. So if you get a chance, run over to my page or to Scott Parker's page and take a look at that and kind of give us some feedback. If you're interested in getting one, let us know. Again, there's only going to be 25 of them. It will be a special edition buckle. And I was amazed at it. We passed it around at the eat meet. People wanted to take a second look and a third look, and they were playing with it and picking it up. And everyone was quite impressed with it, as well I was too.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures. It's beautiful, beautiful craftsmanship.
Yeah, Randall, I have not been to Bronner's, and that is one I have not been to, and I know that they supply actual sets and set props. That's on my bucket list. I just haven't gotten up to Michigan to check that out, but everyone who goes there says that's the number one store in the nation. So I have visited their website. I have bought a few things from them through the internet and looked at all their props and their sets, and it's amazing the stuff that they've got. Again, it's out of my league, most of it, but if you can afford it, that's where you get the best of the best. Hi, Bob and Beth. I don't know if you're both on or if just one of you's on, but I hope you guys are doing well over in Halton, Louisiana. Anyone else have any other comments or questions for us today? We've got about 10 minutes left on this stream. We're going
to any questions for a special guest tomorrow night, John Shuey with Santa America. If you got a question for John, let us know, and we'll try to get that on air for you. It's going to be an amazing interview. First time I heard the story of Santa America and what they do, it just brought me to tears. The mission that they have, so it's going to be
well, and it's a mission that's probably not for everyone. There are some that may not have the tenacity to go in and see the children, in those conditions. But if you have the heart for it and those type of things, where you can hold your emotions together till after you leave, those are some fantastic visits. Really take a lot out of those. I know I've done a couple at the mall that were tear jerkers. I've talked about them before, and it's really hard. We're humans. It's hard to hold your emotions in check, even though you should as a professional. And you want to give the child and their family the best visits you can for the short amount of time that you'll be with them, and you hope you say and do the right thing. But I tell you, it's really something that weighs heavy on you. I know I think about. Both of those visits were back to back on a Sunday afternoon, 2 weeks before Christmas a few years ago, and I think of it and talk about them often. They left quite an impression on me.
Yeah, you just don't show up off the cuff and do those kind of visits and everything. You really need special training. You need to be prepared before you go into that. John's going to talk all about that tomorrow night. So
yes, he is. That's part of what he's
to hear, what they have for their training with that.
That's for sure. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope that everyone's finding themselves well. I know the COVID Delta variant is going around like crazy. I don't think anybody out there probably doesn't know someone who's severely sick with it right now. Some in the hospital, some less cases. But take care of yourself. Do all the things you need to do to stay well. We've got a season coming up. The children and families that you serve will need you this year more than ever. Just like last season, I think that was something that most of us understood going into was that it was a big chance that we were taking. We worked with all the protocols that each one of the malls or companies that we work for set up. And but I can tell you this much, that even without the social contact with the distancing that we had to do, We were still there to listen to the children, find out what they wanted for Christmas, listen to some of the stories of people they may have had in their families that had gotten sick, and or stories of how they were sick and recovered. But I think Santa and Mrs. Claus was needed more last year than ever, and it looks like this year is shaping up to be a carbon copy of last year.
Yeah, we'll definitely need to be encouraging the little ones and everything, but some things are kind of semi-normal. I know our high school football that kicked off this past weekend here in Alabama, and that was fun. My daughter had her first game as drum major. They got a little wet. They had to march in the mist and then the sprinkles, but they did a great job.
That's a good choice, Scott. Did you see Scott's comment there, Barry?
No, I didn't. Yeah. Hey, watch out, Scott, because I used to fly for Northwest, which is now Delta. So don't make me get you on the naughty list.
I asked you if you saw that comment. Oh, goodness. Hey, we had a great time, didn't we, Scott? It was a good weekend.
Bad for you to have some.
I'll tell you that Campo Verde restaurant is top notch. Also, that is a great place to eat if you're in the Metroplex or plan on visiting the Dallas-Fort Worth Mid Cities. It sits a little closer to Tarrant County, Fort Worth City than it does the Dallas side, but it is some really good grub, good eating.
Scott, I'd hate for you to be on a flight and I have to call up one of my pilot buddies and give you some turbulence.
Exactly. All right, we got just a few minutes left. Anybody else got any comments? Anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to announce? Open forum. Give us anything you got out there at this point. We'll try to fill the next few minutes up before we leave out of here. Again, I'm going to work on editing the footage that I took from Decorator's Warehouse and have it ready for tomorrow night. Shouldn't be too hard, I hope. But every time I say that, then I'm shocked at how long it takes me to get something done. But
yeah, now it's time to be brushing up and looking over those suits and making sure all the buttons are on and everything's clean and fur's brushed out. So we'll be on our season here before we know it.
That's correct. Very correct. I had a good friend of mine that does a fantasy football draft with a dozen of his buddies each year. They've been doing this for years. And, of course, they have theme, do costume theme. And he's gone as the giraffe for Toys R Us. He's gone many different characters. This guy really loves to get into character. And he contacted me about 10 days ago and wanted to know if I would loan him one of my Santa suits. He wants to go as Santa this year. He's got a nice beard. It's black. Hair is black. So he come by today to pick up one of my suits. And, of course, I had to show him how to put it on and then talk to him about what he could do to whiten his beard up temporarily with the spray and all. And he was really excited when he left. He is also, him and his wife own a real estate company here in the North Texas area. And I do photo shoots with them each year. So he's watched me work for years now. And, he's said might be a future for him someday when he gets on up there and decides to start trying to retire some. Scott, that's correct. I know that you love to do karaoke. I seen that you was on a karaoke swing yesterday and I think the night before where you was bouncing from place to place singing. And I also saw you put up a comment that you went and seen Willie Nelson. That's always a good concert. Who else did you see? I know you were going to a couple of events Saturday when you left.
If you get a chance, check out Shenandoah sometime. Their lead singer, Marty Raven, he goes to church with me. Super nice guy.
That's good. He probably stands out during the hymn singing. So you went singing Chris Stapleton. That's another good one, Scott. Fantastic concert there too. Yes.
Yeah, Marty's got a distinct voice. I mean, that's no doubt when you hear him saying who it is. It's pretty amazing.
Exactly. All right, it's about time to wrap this up, guys. If you don't have anything else, we run over the guests for tomorrow night one more time in case we had someone come in late.
Yep, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time, we've got John Shuey with Santa America. Join us for that. He's going to give us a rundown on their mission and their visits, and should be very informative and very, very touching to your heart. So you definitely want to tune in and join that.
And we'll have footage from the Decorators Warehouse, and I may try to throw some of the still photos that I took at the restaurant with Scott, maybe one or two of Scott in there. That was the reason for getting the guys together. Had a good turnout. We had just right at 30. Had, I don't know, maybe 10 that canceled for one reason or another, but still had 30 at the event. Really, really cool. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate it very much. Mark, thank you. All right, guys, we're going to say good evening to you. And like I said before, stay well, stay healthy, have fun, be safe. And until tomorrow night, 7 p.m. For the Tuesday Night Live show, we will say see you then. Thanks for watching.